The Soviet Union will be pleased to offer amnesty to your wayward vassal.
The Soviet Union? I thought you guys broke up.
Yes, that's what we wanted you to think.
Vladimir Putin has been ruling Russia since 1999. In that time, he shaped the country into an authoritarian and militaristic society. He successfully invaded two of Russia's neighbors and strengthened ties with Syria and Iran. He's intent on pushing back against the Western world order, and it appears to be working.
Putin, Vladimir Putin, 17 years and the most powerful man in the world.
Today, Russia has a leader who many believe is positioning himself as a new kind of Tsar.
Vladimir Vladimirovich Putin.
Russia's president has adopted some of the trappings of an imperial ruler. But he also admires the country's Soviet past.
Putin believes in statehood, but it can be embodied only in the person of the leader and the monarch. That's the symbol, the power and the embodiment of the state.
Real power rests with Mr. Putin.
He begins to shape the Russian state to his vision. Patronage and corruption remain some of his key tools, but he quickly suppresses the oligarchs under his rule. Those that support Putin are rewarded, those that don't are eliminated. Since he first took office in 2000, Putin has kept a tight leash on Russian television. Essentially all news outlets are state-owned propaganda machines. His regime decides which stories air and how, always depicting him as the strong Russian leader.
Mr. Putin remains popular in part because he has muzzled any real political opposition. Like the Tsars, he resists calls for democratic reform.
But Putin's regime has also developed and fostered the most effective cyber army in the world, and he's used it to wreak havoc in the West. These hackers have stolen classified US information, hacked politicians' email accounts, even shut down Georgia's internet while Russian troops invaded, and of course, they tried to sabotage Hillary Clinton's presidential campaign in 2016. Russian hackers have also launched propaganda campaigns in support of right-wing candidates in Europe. With this, Putin hopes to exploit and deepen the political divide in Western democracies. So foreign policy successfully weakens his neighbors while also rallying Russians around him. But he has done all of this at the expense of his own people. His invasions have prompted harsh sanctions from the West, barring Russian businesses from trading in Western markets. Russian currency has plummeted in value, and the energy industry that Russia relies on is collapsing.
Putin is bent on restoring the great country, has the vision of the great Russia. You can rename the state and the position of authority, but it is still, for him, the same centralized state, with the all-powerful autocrat at the helm of it.
Let us be aware that while they preach the supremacy of the state, declare its omnipotence over individual man, and predict its eventual domination of all peoples on the earth, they are the focus of evil in the modern world.
The new evil empire, Victor Davis Hanson, quote, "Oil-rich Russia, deprived of its communist-era empire, seems to find lost imperial prestige and influence by being for everything the United States is against, selling nuclear material to Iran, providing weapons to Hugo Chavez's Venezuela, bullying neighbors over energy supplies." Close quote.